Happy Halloween, everybody, and I'm going to bring you a review of Rasputin for Halloween. Grigory Rasputin, a real-life character here from Image Comics. Well, when the legend becomes fact, print the legend. So, quick backstory here. This is the variant cover, which I preferred. I watched a few documentaries about Grigory Rasputin, and found out that he was actually born on the same day as myself, January 10th. So ever since then, I've sort of been intrigued even more so after learning that fact. Throughout his history, and found some similarities with his character. And myself, and I've also been told that by some friends of mine as well. So I figured, since they brought out a comic for Grigory, at least I could do is review it. It seems pretty well placed, timely. Halloween season. So yes, let's get into it. It's pretty short for a 350 book, but so the creators of this book, the writer is Alex Grecian, and the artist is Riley Rossimo. And that's cover A. This is cover B. So maybe that's Ryan Stigman. Okay, well, Ryan Stigman, cover B. Nick Batara, cover C. Colorist Ivan Palencia. So he's on Batman too. Letterer Thomas Moore. So this is actually first Image title that I've ever picked up. I haven't even picked up anything from Marvel now, but yeah. So I got this really purely out of sentimental purposes. I don't think I'll be picking it up, quick. If you just want, my overall review, I'll definitely read the reviews, but I can't quite afford to be buying all these comics. But yes, let's get to this. So we begin with Rasputin. His monologue. He's saying, hours after I was born, my mother named me Grigory Efimich Rasputin. I would not have chosen that name for myself, but at the time I couldn't hold my head up or feed myself. So my identity and my destiny were thrust upon me without my consent. It happens. In fact, it happens again and again to all of us. We die according to how we lived, and we live according to a plan most of us cannot see. But I can see it. I've always known exactly what fate holds in store for me. For instance, tonight I'm going to be murdered by my closest friends in the world. And we see there's a panel here of what looks to be like a larger version of himself, almost Yami Yugi looking. And again, this book says here, based on truish events. So if you're thinking that this is, for the history buffs out there, if you're thinking that this is, completely, totally non-supernatural, in fact, they're, they take liberties, of course. So yes, a lot of splash pages, double splashes, lady presents Rasputin with the glass of wine in the cover, he says, "Thank you, Kata," and says, "I'm quite certain that the wine's been poisoned." He takes the glass, he says, "To your health, my friends, and to mine, in turn." And you get a flashback, of a younger Grigory Rasputin. He has a black eye and bloody nose. It looks like he's in Siberia. Little splash page there, and he's collecting firewood with his father. That is the huge man, Yamayuki type spirit that was behind him in pseudo-present day. And they're just gathering wood. He's like, too much, my son? He's like, no, good, keep up. And they go on. So they go back home. I guess Rasputin's mother is wondering where's the wood, he throws it at her. The Rasputin's father is abusive, basically. That's what you can count on there. They get into a tussle, he leaves her bloody on the floor. Rasputin goes over and like heals her with his magic, because he can do that. And then his mother finishes making dinner. Then we go back to him and his father again, I guess at a later time. They've caught some fish, and a bear approaches them, and Rasputin's father gets into a battle with the bear with an axe, and they both end up fatally wounding one another. It's a nice fight scene. So then, after it's all over and said and done, on the ground, Rasputin goes over and walks right past his father and heals the bear. It's a nice how they do it, and everything. They turn like a green color, and you kind of see the skeletal system and where the wounds are. And so he just dies. So so he runs off with the fish and leaves his father to die. And then we go back to the internal monologue. It says, "My middle name is Ephemich," means that I am the son of Effin Rasputin, my father. Some people toast too long life or good health. They pray for spiritual guidance or wish for one last word with lost loved ones. Some people have no idea. And then he finishes drinking the poison wine, and that's the end of the comic. Kind of left me wanting more. Not necessarily in the way, I guess, I can't wait to read the next issue. It was like maybe I should rewatch that Rasputin documentary on YouTube or something. Not to discredit this comic, but I kind of wish there would have been more explanation, like the people at the table, like his mother's name, just like a little bit more naturally. Definitely glad I picked it up. This is the variant cover. I'm about to shave my beard a little bit, just on the sides here. I figure I do this review beforehand. It's just a really great cover. He was born the same day as me. I just, kind of just for sentimental reasons, I wanted to pick this up. Never bought a Image comic before, yeah. But yeah. If I had to rate this comic, I'd have to give it a 6 out of 10. And that's a little generous, but I'll definitely be reading the reviews that other people have to say about it. I've heard it's got some good reviews, so I might pick it up, depending on how I'm blessed in the coming weeks. But yes, happy Halloween, everybody. Thanks for watching. Last weekend I went to TigerCon, the Vegan Soul Fest, which was really huge, and Jeppy's Comic Book Museum. You can see my selfies and whatnot, my adventures there, on Instagram, on my Instagram feed, so check that out in the description below. As for Halloween, I will be attending Collector's Corner from 5 to 9 for the Halloween Comic Fest. I will be dressed as Constantine, so come see me, it'll be a lot of fun. So, yes, and watch Constantine on NBC Friday nights at 10. And thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Love you.